Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, etc., etc. You know what to do. Very interesting. So, these girls in the city, in China, are going out to the rural areas in hopes for marriage. Mind you, these women are pissed off because they're almost 40, and these guys in their 20s and 30s don't want to marry these women because they feel like they're too old and they're so focused on their age. These women are pissed off because they bring to the countryside their education, their income, and everything. And it's like, what? You still don't want to marry me? I got this and that. Baby, we don't care about your education or your job. That doesn't tell me who you are as a person. But let's see why this girl is so pissed off.
Everyone, I'm from a big city, an independent, hardworking woman, 32 years old, and I decided to move to the countryside because a friend assured me it's way easier to find a husband there, almost no competition from other women. She painted a perfect picture, desperate men, eager to marry whoever showed up.
Just because they live in a village, you think that they're desperate to marry you? Nah, baby girl. She's cute. I like her glasses too.
So, full of hope, I went, thinking I'd solve my love life in no time. But what did I find? A shocking reality that left me furious and speechless. As soon as I got there, I realized that rural men have their own absurd standards. Yes, they want a house and a car, nowadays. Without those, no one even looks at you because marriage has turned into a real estate contract. I get the financial pressure. Their parents save their entire lives to buy land and a car to secure a marriage. But what made my blood boil was hearing, right away, that at 32, I'm too old for them.
That's not really that bad though. 32? I mean,
Seriously? I come from the city, educated, employed, with a solid lifestyle, and I'm discarded just because I'm over 30? These men prefer 20-year-old girls who barely finished school. My friend was wrong. It's not that there aren't enough women, it's that these men are obsessed with youth, treating women like products with expiration dates. I arrived open-minded, ready to meet someone, and what did I hear? Women over 30 are past their prime. Prime? What kind of outdated mindset is this? I have more experience, more maturity, more to offer than a girl who doesn't even know what she wants in life, and
cause see, the thing is, once these women get about 35, they're cooked. It has nothing to do with looks. It's more about up here. And see, when people get older, they get set in their ways. That's why a lot of guys prefer younger women. On top of that, these guys might be 40 and up. It's not too late for a guy to still want a family at 40. They just don't want to do it with the 40-year-old woman. Because see, if the woman is over 40, that permits to higher risk of health issues and everything. So they turn to the younger woman to do that with. But these women just don't get it at all.
yet I'm not good enough? That's an insult. And there's more. They have this ridiculous list called 3 Types of Men Women Won't Marry, created by who knows who, to justify why some guys get rejected. But I'm flipping the script and exposing what I discovered about these rural men who rejected me because of my age. Let's go. First, men who blindly chase youth. They reject any woman over 30 because they believe only a fresh young girl can endure the tough countryside life and obey without question. They want a trophy wife, not a partner. Well, I'm nobody's trophy, and I refuse to bow down just to please a man with a grandpa mentality.
But you do it for money though. So this woman pretty much had the same attitude. Like, she didn't go to the rural area to lower her standards. No. She didn't dumb down at all. I mean, she's better off dealing with some fat, sloppy CEO, whatever city she came from.
Second, men who want a servant, not a wife. Many of these guys have sick parents or huge families to support, and they assume a young woman will carry that burden without complaining. Coming from a city life, I know my worth. I didn't come here to be a free maid just because I'm over 30.
Well, see, here's the thing. People that stay in the city for a long time are usually high career people, right? A lot of people are living in 1-2 bedroom apartment, high rise condos and stuff, right? Versus these people out in the country and village living in houses. So they have more family to live with versus her living by herself in the city, selfishly enough. So it's like she's not comparing it. She's not looking at it that way. Yeah, they have property and land and everything, but she probably still has more money than them just from her job alone. So basically, she's giving up a lot by moving to the rural area. I mean, what, is she going to commute to the city every day from the rural area? See, they're not saying that. So is this woman really going to give up her career to start a family? Because you can't do both.
They can find someone else to exploit because I'm not playing that game. Third, men stuck in a sexist past. They act like it's still decades ago, where women had to be young, submissive, and silent. I came with my independence, my worldview, and they looked at me like I was a mistake. Sorry, but the mistake is theirs for not evolving. I was outraged. I came here expecting to meet simple yet open-minded men, and instead, I ran into a club of spoiled sexists who only want naive young girls. I will not lower myself to please anyone or pretend to be 25 just to be accepted. These guys need to wake up. Women are not commodities that lose value over time, and if they think age defines my worth, that's their problem, not mine. What do you all think?
I think you look good for 32. I mean, I'm a little bit older than her, but I'll take her. If she on WeChat, somebody send her my Instagram or something. I can take the problem off her plate real quick. I got a good job in healthcare. What you want to do, girl?
Is it fair that I'm tossed aside just because I'm 32? Men can age and still be considered great catches, but we women become disposable after 30? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to see who agrees with this nonsense and who's on my side in this fight against such absurdity.
Baby girl, I'm on your side. Just book your ticket and come to SFO, and I'll pick you up in the truck. Oh man, I love doing this. Nah, for real, she cool. She cool. I ain't looking for no 9 or 10. I'm looking for somebody like her. Come here.
Yesterday, I posted a video about a colleague who introduced me to a 45-year-old woman.
Now that's pushing it. I couldn't do it. No. The older she is, the more attitude you're going to get out of her.
A white-collar worker who works in Shenzhen with an annual salary of $300,000.
Nice.
She has never been married or had children. And
What was she doing in her prime years? What was she doing in her prime years? She was choking on a lot, bouncing on a lot. Say no more.
I was very upset. I need to explain this because my video might have caused some misunderstandings. I was upset not with the woman, but with the fact that he wanted to introduce me to a 45-year-old woman.
Well, maybe he was trying to be funny. He looked like the type that'd get pissed off if you do some shit like that to him. Ricky Tan gonna put a foot in your ass doing that shit.
I'm not saying that 45-year-old women can't be good for marriage, or that they're bad, but it's just not what I'm looking for. I don't want to marry a 45-year-old woman. Many people, especially older women, were upset with this and started criticizing my video, saying I was wrong. They said I shouldn't think like this.
Well.
But what I was trying to say is that she's
stuck in her own ways. 35 and up, you cooked. She's set in her own ways and she ain't changing for nobody. The older they get, the more selfish they get. The more pain in the ass they are to deal with. And it's like, what can you show them that the other guys before you couldn't show her? Like, she's not going to appreciate the trips and traveling and everything because she done did that already. Right before she met you. So when she was younger, she enjoyed it more because she was doing it off of somebody else's dime.
She simply isn't right for me. I'm 41, and for me, a younger woman is more compatible. I don't believe that just because I'm a man, or come from a rural background where I didn't have many choices, I should settle for anything. I have big dreams and responsibilities. I need to build a family. My family worked hard to buy land and livestock, and everything we have today is because of the hard work and sacrifices we made together.
See? So while she messing around with her city job, this man has land and family assets that he wants to keep in his family to pass on. And he's trying to do that with a younger woman to ensure that he has healthy kids. Because it's not very healthy for a 45-year-old to start having kids. Especially more than one. Come on now.
I can't afford to marry a woman who might have difficulty giving me a child. I need someone who can help me build the future of our family and continue what my family has worked so hard to create. I don't want an older woman because, in my case, I want to have children, and as age advances, the chances of having healthy children decrease. When you're 45 or older, pregnancy becomes risky and not safe anymore. So, for health and safety reasons, I prefer a younger woman. I understand that, as a man, I have the right to choose a younger woman because I have that privilege. I am successful, I earn $300,000 a year, I own a house and a car. It's not wrong for me to want to look for a younger, beautiful, and healthy woman. I don't need a woman with high academic qualifications. For me, having a high level of education isn't as relevant if I can be happy with someone younger.
A high level of education means a high level of stubbornness and attitude. That's all you're going to get with somebody like that. And why put up with that if you don't have to? You get the younger, happier person versus somebody that's more older and miserable.
I understand that this might be hard to accept for some women, but the truth is that, as men, we look for youth and beauty, not necessarily a diploma. What matters more is that the woman is young because, biologically, youth is a big asset. Education and career come later, and, as many know, men reach their peak later, while women hit their peak earlier, in their 20s and 30s. That's why, if I'm going to get married, I prefer a woman who's in her prime, healthy, and capable of giving me children in the future. If someone thinks I'm wrong, that's okay. Everyone has their perspective.
I'm like this. This video is going to piss a lot of people off, especially women. But check this out, though. You have older guys tricking off on younger women. These guys are older. They get more prime as they get older because they get better with their careers, job, assets, money, whatever. So they have the financial stability to do more things that they couldn't do when they were younger. So the women that are high up on the totem pole as well, just like the men, those women will end up tricking off on younger guys because most younger guys in their 20s, 30s don't really have anything to begin with. I mean, they might have a job or something, but these older women that they're dealing with are going to have more than them. So basically, if these women want a shot, they're going to have to end up selling them for somebody younger probably. But see, a lot of that, so you have the sugar mama and you have the sugar daddy. So women trick off on younger dudes too, just like older men trick off on younger girls. It goes both ways, but a lot of you guys don't see it that way. And some older women like being around younger guys because those younger guys make her feel young. So it's like, I'm sure a lot of people are still going to deal with older women, just not on a marriage note or moving in with them. So that's one thing I can say about this.
But personally, I won't marry a woman in her 40s or 50s. To me, it just doesn't make sense. And please, don't judge me or blame me for having this preference. I'm just saying what I'm looking for, and it's my choice. If I can't find a woman here in China who meets my criteria, I might look abroad, where younger and healthier women are available. And if I have the means to look for a younger woman, why wouldn't I? I have the means for it. So please don't criticize me for this. Men usually look for younger women, and it's not because we don't have money or power. If we have the means, we look for what's best for us, and what's best, in my view, is a younger, healthier woman. So, guys, do you agree with this? Am I right?
To each his own, man. To each his own. Y'all need to stop disrespecting Ricky 10. Anyway, this is an interesting video. I liked it. I had fun. Of course I'm going to have my fun. The girl was cute, though. I ain't going to lie. Like I said, she having problems. She need to come to Cali LaVale. I'll pick her up at SFO Airport early in the morning. Peace.